Well, good afternoon everyone, and thanks first of all to the Road Safety Foundation for inviting me to take part in this virtual launch, and to Aegis Insurance for its continued support of the Foundation's work. It's a real achievement that in 2020 we're celebrating 2 decades of crash risk mapping in this country. My congratulations to everyone at the Foundation who's contributed to the development over those past 20 years. You've been part of a programme which has saved countless lives and significantly improved our understanding of road safety across the network. And that's why we've been using risk mapping data since 2016 to underpin the Department for Transport's Safer Roads Fund, and why over 100 countries globally have also adopted this more proactive approach to road risk management. Now, it's thanks to the dedication of professionals like you that we've become a world leader in road safety. Yet, we are all here today because we know we can still do better. In 2018, Britain still lost 1,784 people to road collisions, and more than 27,000 people were seriously injured. Each fatality, a devastating tragedy for the families and the friends of those killed, particularly as so many victims are young. And there's a wider price to pay too. In 2018, we estimated that the cost to society of road crashes was £36 billion. That's equivalent to 1.7% of gross domestic product. Every year, more than 1.8 billion is diverted from elsewhere in the health budget to deal with preventable road crash injuries. And as we continue to battle COVID, we must strive more than ever to reduce such burdens on the health service. And that's precisely why risk mapping is so crucial. When the Road Safety Foundation started this work 20 years ago, around 13,500 miles of primary road network was included in the analysis. Today, we have data on 33,500 miles of A roads and motorways in Great Britain. And as a result, we were able to identify the 50 most dangerous A roads in Great Britain for our Safer Road Fund, and began working closely with the Foundation and 30 local authorities across England to roll out a targeted plan to make them safer. With sophisticated mapping now available, we're able to estimate that this vital work will save around 1,450 people from being killed or seriously injured on our roads over the next 20 years. I'm pleased to report that from the first group of 15 schemes funded in 2017, 12 have been completed, and the others are very close to completion too. And the 26 schemes funded in 2018 are all making good progress. In March this year, my Roads Minister, Baroness Veer, visited Sunderland's Phase 1 completed A1290 scheme, where pedestrians and cyclists, cycle infrastructure have been improved. The local authority are now assessing how nearby workers at sites such as the Nissan plant are utilising different modes of transport in the light of the nearby infrastructure improvements. But of course, road safety is not just about fixing roads, it's also about educating road users. From children to older drivers, motorcyclists, pedestrians and horse riders, and enforcing those rules of the road to encourage safer driving. Young males are the most vulnerable road users, particularly on rural roads. The department's Think campaign challenges masculine stereotypes of what makes a good driver and asks young men to look out for each other as part of the Mates Matter strategy. In 2019, Think ran a campaign for new drivers which included messaging encouraging them to watch their speeds when driving on rural roads, and of course at night. These videos impressively reached over 4 million people. As a direct result of the campaign, more than a third of new 17 to 24-year-old drivers were inspired to moderate their driving or to discuss the issues with friends and families. Future campaigns will explore good driving behaviour, continuing to highlight the risk of speeding, distraction and not wearing seatbelts. Alongside the excellent campaigning work of Think, more recently I commissioned work on the Smart Motorway Review, which led to 18 specific safety critical changes. We've also continued to gather evidence on our Roads Policing Review, which will shape the future of roads policing in this country to make sure enforcement evolves in response to changing patterns of road use. Key to this is the use of new technology and how it can help those charged with enforcing traffic laws. But I'm also incredibly interested in how we use car and road technology to improve driving and prevent accidents in the first place. And to return to the theme of mapping, we're also continuing to invest in our collision reporting and sharing crash system. This is made available free to the police and draws its data from a range of external sources to help them record and manage collisions. The next release later this year will link in local authorities as well as the wider police systems. These changes will enable forces across the country to bring offenders to justice faster, removing dangerous drivers from our roads. As technology evolves, the more important it becomes for us all to share the data and the knowledge. And it is in that spirit of sharing and never ceasing in our determination to keep pushing the barriers of road safety further that will continue to drive the partnership between government and the Road Safety Foundation and develop critical data from crash risk mapping over the next 20 years. So I'd like to, once again, thank you all for your work. I look forward to many more successful years of collaboration to help shape a better and safer Britain. Thank you.